Hi, so back again, looking at some more of the riffs in Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. Once again, Mark Knopfler, the master, and amazing technique. So continuing right along. So some different riffs that are in the solo or solos, I should say, are quite interesting. The first solo, which goes over basically the verse progression. D minor to C, B flat, and A. It goes like. Of course, I'm playing that pretty roughly, nowhere near what he would do. But some of the things to kind of look at in there are the fact how he does little accents like that, which is sort of doing apprecios of the A chord, because it's going down from D minor. And I think it's something good to keep in mind, because when you sort of make this song your own, you can riff over those progressions. The chordal progression, and inherently in this song is the work that Mark does with those chordal progressions and apprecios like the A apprecio leading back to the D minor apprecio. And so I think that keeping this in mind, it helps us with how the riffing's done over the solos. Another interesting riff is this pedal steel riff. Is that right? So you're getting involved in the video here on YouTube?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, here you go.
Hi. That's my assistant. Anyhow, back to the song. So this pedal steel type riff basically goes over C in it. And it's a quick little riff. It's not that hard to play once you get it down. And the main thing is anchoring this C shape off the 8th fret. So your second finger on the 9th fret of the G string and then barring across here. And so you just play around with that and you kind of get the idea. There's a hammer-on. That's the idea off there. Once you play it slow, you'll kind of become more comfortable with it. Another little riff is I've seen it played different ways, and I'd like to point this out. I think this is probably the most user-friendly way to play it. I just do a slide up to that 10th fret note here, which is an F note, because this is kind of going over the D minor. So. I think that's more the user-friendly way to play that riff there. And then another part of the song that's kind of like the other iconic riff is this progression here. Anchor down on the 10th fret here, and basically you're going to play. So pull off. So going back to what I was saying before about how he kind of goes over the chords, this is a fine example of that, because that's the D minor chord, and then he puts his finger down here and basically repeats this same pattern, but with the finger here instead of barred here. So starting like this. So B flat, opposite the C. So I hope I'm being clear in that. So 10th fret, and then the 10th fret plus the 11th fret to make the B flat, and then up to frets to make the C. So and you'll actually hear, you know, as you get used to that sort of chickeny sound of it, it sounds pretty much, I think, like this. And I think that's the other thing too, is you got to have that dent in there when you finish that progression for each chord. So. Now, in the song, it's playing out of a few different scales. Of course, the D minor scale, the D minor pentatonic scale, but also he's throwing in the C major pentatonic scale, which is the same thing as an A minor pentatonic. And he's throwing riffs out of that scale in over when he plays C. Because of course it's essentially the major pentatonic, right, for C, the same shape, A minor pentatonic, C major pentatonic, same thing. And an example of that would be riffs like that. So starting on the rather than the D minor shape, which would sound more like, it's actually the C major pentatonic. So you're hammering on from the 9th fret to the 12th, and then 7th fret to the 9th, and then from the 5th to the 7th, resting down on that C, because that's a riff over the C chord, where it goes dun, 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 dun. So backed up to the C. And just a point to mention. Anyway, I hope you have fun with these videos, and I hope I haven't wasted too much of your time. Enjoy, and as always, Mark Knopfler, the master. Can't get enough Dire Straits. Aloha.